Thanks very much for joining me. I appreciate that. So I know
Yeah,
you must be very busy. I certainly see that for looking at your app. You get a lot of orders through it. So you
we
must be.
do. Yeah, we do, which is thankfully it's there.
Obviously, this call was in some way kind of inspired, if you like, by our relationship with Santander. We've been working with them
Okay.
since 2016, so over
Yes.
5 years now, through their breakthrough program, and we've delivered master classes up and down the country. And published lots of content on their site about app creation.
Yeah.
And, and obviously, you as a Santander customer, we want to kind of
Yes.
celebrate that partnership by putting a spotlight on some of our mutual customers and be able to do that through their success stories and through conversations like we're having today.
Sure. Yeah.
So I mean, how did you first come about App Institute? I mean, was that through some of the content we published with Santander?
Yeah. I was searching for an app. Given COVID, one of the things I wanted to be able to do was to reduce contact with customers, make them feel a little more comfortable, maximize my sales without actually having an interface with customers. So therefore, I decided an app was something to look at. Lots of apps were either US based or they were based in the Far East or India, etc. I was very keen to make sure that the app was UK based. A number of reasons behind that. One is you can do things like this with a UK based app. You're people who understand the day-to-day issues facing UK customers. And so I saw your app and I had a look at it and I thought, look, it was 1 month. You could go month to month in terms of a deal. It looked very straightforward and you set it up for me. It was reasonably priced. And I just ran with it and I've run ever since.
Fantastic. Yeah, appreciate it. That's great to hear. And so in terms of, obviously, it sounds like the motivations there initially for getting the app was, obviously in reaction to kind of what was going on with COVID and,
Yes.
and being able to, manage your customers, in a more of kind of the present time, kind of social distancing, etc.
Yes.
So in terms of what the actual app has delivered, I mean, has it met those expectations, or has the reality been different from that in terms of what the app's delivered?
I think the app has resulted in a paradigm shift for us in terms of how we take orders for customers. Yeah, certainly. I mean, I found it's fantastic. It's very easy to use. And I think the more important thing, Ian, is that customers like it.
Yeah.
The key is I can like your app all I want. But if customers don't want to use it, there's very little I can do. So
Sure,
what you've
absolutely.
managed to do is create something that customers or the consumer enjoys using. They find easy to use across a wide age range. So the age profile is relatively young, but we do have older customers who interact and use the app. I have to say, I find it very easy to use. It's very easy to update when I choose to do so. It's very easy to change. And it's easy to link up with the printer. Overall,
absolutely.
I'd have to say one of the things I think is key with the app, I like the feedback. I like the things that you're able to do a report on. And any adaptation to that reporting is obviously more than welcome because it allows anyone in my business to look at how individual items are performing. The other thing I think that is, and I like that report to have a quick look through it. The other thing I like is I can clearly see what people are on. I like the fact that they use notes. I like the fact that customers are able to put little comments and use notes and select different items. All of those things work. They actually make life easier for us.
Great.
Because when you order a pizza with 10 toppings, I don't have to worry about what it is you ordered. I just have to look at what you did. Over the phone, it's very easy to transcribe a mistake or to do something like that. The app is very simple. And I like the new print update you've done in terms of the way it's laid out.
Yeah,
I think that's better than it was before. I actually can't remember how it was before.
The current one's better. Made it more readable for sure. I mean, you mentioned customers there. I mean, how has it helped? Obviously, the original motivation was to be more socially distanced, but I mean, has it helped in terms of, like, say, customer loyalty?
Yeah, I think it has. It helps in terms of loyalty. It helps, and I think from a consumer point of view, the easier you make things, the more likely it is that they will return. All of the successful things, certainly the successful technological advances, have been consumer driven. So Apple are a classic example. If you make it intuitive, it works. Doesn't matter how good someone else's phone is. If it's not intuitive, and it's not something that they can pick up and understand within 10, 15 minutes, they won't use it again. The app is, I mean, it just works. It's dead simple. Everybody who uses it comments how simple, how clean, how easy it is to use. Those are the things I want to hear. What's on it, they mightn't like, but that's up to me to put on it what food items that they want or don't want. But actually how it works and how customers interact is actually working really well. I think the initial motivation was obviously to try and make sure that the interaction with customers remained while keeping social distance. Yeah. Now it's about maintaining customers. It's about loyalty. It's about making it easy for them to pay online. It's about making it easy for them to see what it is you do. And actually it's driving customers. We actively drive customers towards the app. Yeah. We actually deliberately have a situation whereby when they're in, if they haven't used the app, we ask them to download it. There's a QR code. We ask them to download it. The truth is, it's so much easier for us and it's easy for them. We don't have to go through silly menus. You don't have to go on screens. It's just simple. It's all in front of them. And once it's in there, I think it's more likely to be used. And we found it again and again, people now coming to us because of the app. The app drives takeaway customers.
So you think it's kind of helping from a growth perspective as well as loyalty, because those customers makes it easier for them?
Yeah, I think it does. I think what can happen, an easy example of that would be on a Friday night. We're very rural. Where we live is a very, very, very rural area. So there's everyone who has to get anything has to drive. There's very little walking. It's in the village we're in, people walk, but a lot of driving. If you're in a neighboring village and you feel like a pizza or you feel like a coffee or whatever, and you can look at an app and you can just instantaneously order it, you can drive there and be there in 10 minutes and pick it up or whatever, then the chances of you using it again are increased. We've found that as a result of the app and as a result of downloading the app, that you're getting new customers, and at the same time they're more likely to buy from you again because it's there.
It's a double whammy.
Yeah. Well, we get a lot of people who are passing. So you get guys at work and electricians, tradesmen who are driving in a van, and we always encourage them to download the app. All it takes is one in that van, one person, and they just order everything because they don't have to pay. You see, they can just walk in and it works.
Yeah, well. I saw. I took the liberty before our call of taking a glance at some of your customer statistics, and I can see loads of customers that have placed hundreds of orders. Maybe like their breakfast every morning on the way past you or something.
Yeah. Well, we got a high school near us, and previously we had a situation where some kids would come to us, etc., and they would order rolls, and that's fine. And it's difficult to manage. Are you going to get 20, 30, 40, 50? And now it's actually really simple. We actually say to them, you have to order on the app. That's it. There's no, you order via the app and we will have your food ready for you. And the irony is they like it. And the reason people keep coming back is because they've got a window of opportunity to have their lunch. They don't want to have to queue in the rain or stand about. So they can walk in, say their name, pick up the bag. Most of them pay using cards. Some pay using Gateway and others pay cash. It doesn't matter to us, but the point is it's the ease of use that drives repeat orders, I think. Anyway,
absolutely. Yeah, we certainly see that ourselves, and that's a key part of the product that we're providing, and hopefully the support, and the information that we're putting out there, ourselves, obviously in coordination with Santander, for people like yourselves. But no, this has been great. I really appreciate your time today, Jack.
No problem.
Obviously the testimonial information, but also the feedback on the app. That's certainly going to.
Yes, I just think I think what I can only repeat what I've already said, and I think we're a small business. We don't have access to large tranches of technology or some of the big chain sort of ability to utilize millions of pounds of investment to drive their business forward. But what we have an ability to react to the market. We have an ability to adapt as quickly as we possibly can. It's companies like yourselves, there's a couple of others that we've utilized, that's given us, for a relatively small fee, the ability for a small guy like us to drive forward our business without having to go to Just Eat and all these companies that charge you a small fortune and that don't make you unique. In a rural area like ours, where you get lots of potential for repeat customers, having your own individuality and be able to have an app that reflects what you do and isn't a chain and isn't associated with a chain, and reflects all the values that you have in terms of being a relatively small business compared with some of the larger, huge, big multinationals, is good. And that's the kind of way we want. There's a couple of other things we've done as well that are real paradigm shifts for our business. And I can only see these things. We will not be going back to doing, menus and all that. That's gone. That's now finished. We use QR codes. We have screens in the cafe. We use Screen Cloud to put our screens up with all the menus on, etc. That's all the days of printing stuff. As far as I'm concerned, they're gone.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, that's great to hear. And again, I can only echo the same sentiments. And thank you very much for your support as a customer, particularly coming across to us at a difficult time, for all of us, in that kind of pandemic.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Long may it continue in terms of our relationship.
Super. Ian, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. You take care.
Take care. Cheers now. Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.